Hello guys, welcome to the movie recap review. Happy watching.
I said, what are you doing?
Just kidding. I just.
Oh, shit. Your money.
I'm sure.
Sitting in the middle of the intersection? Let's get your license.
Top of her class, and she dropped out.
The film opens in a nightclub where friends Jerry, Paul, and Jim are drinking. They spot a young woman, Cassandra Cassie Thomas, who looks too drunk to stand. Paul and Jim make crude comments, but Jerry decides to help her. He takes Cassie to his apartment and starts kissing her. When she says she needs to lie down, Jerry brings her to bed and tries to take off her underwear. Suddenly, Cassie sits up, completely sober, and asks him what he's doing. Jerry freezes, clearly frightened. The next morning, Cassie walks home with red stains on her clothes, but it turns out they're just jelly from the donut she's eating. When some construction workers catcall her, she silently stares back, making them uncomfortable. Cassie is nearly 30 and lives with her parents, Stanley and Susan. She works a boring coffee shop job with her only friend, Gail, and shows little interest in customers. One day, Ryan Cooper, a former med school classmate who's now a pediatrician, comes in and recognizes her. After some playful conversation, Cassie spits in his coffee. Ryan drinks it anyway and asks her out. Later, Cassie goes home with another sleazy guy named Neil. He brags about a sexist book he's writing and tries to get her to do cocaine. When Cassie says she wants to leave, Neil pressures her to stay and sleep with him. That's when Cassie drops the act, revealing she's sober. Neil panics as Cassie gets closer and calls him out for trying to take advantage of a woman who seemed drunk. She leaves him shaken and terrified. At home, Cassie's parents, Stanley and Susan, give her a pink briefcase for her birthday, but only after she reacts badly to getting a present. Cassie sees the gift as a not-so-subtle message that they want her to move out, since they often worry about her lack of direction. Ryan comes back to the coffee shop after realizing Cassie gave him a fake number. This time, she agrees to go out with him. Although Ryan seems kind, Cassie keeps her guard up at first. Eventually, she warms up to him and continues dating him. One day at the shop, Ryan mentions an old med school friend, Alexander Al Monroe, who's getting married. Cassie is deeply disturbed. Al is the man who raped her best friend, Nina Fisher, at a frat party while Nina was too drunk to stand. Even though Cassie and Nina told others what happened, no one believed them, and Al faced no consequences. Nina later died by suicide, and Cassie dropped out of school. Cassie checks social media and sees that many old classmates are congratulating Al. One of them is Madison McPhee. Cassie contacts Madison and arranges to meet her for lunch. During the lunch, Cassie gets Madison very drunk and brings up what happened to Nina. Madison brushes it off, saying it was a long time ago and that Nina had a reputation for drinking too much. Once Madison is too drunk to realize what's going on, Cassie pays the bill and leaves after speaking quietly with a man while watching Madison. Cassie goes to a high school and tricks a teenage girl named Amber into coming with her by pretending she's taking her to a diner to meet a popular boy band. After that, Cassie visits Dean Elizabeth Walker at her old med school. She reminds Walker that she and Nina once reported Nina's assault, but Walker sided with Al and doesn't even remember who Nina was. Cassie then tells her she took Amber to the same room where Nina was assaulted and left her there with older boys. Walker panics and tries to call Amber, but Cassie shows her that she has Amber's phone. After Walker finally admits she was wrong for not believing Nina, Cassie reveals the truth. Amber is safe at the diner, still waiting for the fake boy band, and tells Walker where to find her. Cassie's next visit is to Jordan Green, a former lawyer who pressured Nina into dropping her case, helping Al avoid consequences. But unlike others, Jordan is full of guilt. He breaks down crying, and Cassie forgives him. When she leaves, she tells a man who seems to be a hired thug that his services aren't needed anymore. Cassie then visits Nina's mom. They talk about Nina, but Mrs. Fisher worries Cassie is too obsessed with the past and encourages her to move on. Later, Cassie sets up another fake drunk trap, this time with Paul. As they leave the club, Ryan walks in and sees her. He's upset and doesn't want to hear her explanation. Cassie finds him later and explains what she's been doing. Ryan forgives her, and they kiss. Madison shows up on Cassie's front porch after days of calling and leaving messages, worried about what might have happened with the man Cassie had mentioned. Cassie reassures her that nothing serious happened. The guy just took her to bed but didn't touch her. Madison is relieved, but then she pulls Cassie aside to apologize for not believing Nina in the past. She also reveals that there was a video of Nina's assault that had been passed around, and she still has it on an old phone. Madison gives Cassie the phone and tells her never to contact her again. Cassie watches the video. She's horrified by what happened to Nina, but even more shocked to see Ryan in the background, watching it all happen. She goes to Ryan's workplace to confront him. She tells him she'll send the video to everyone he knows, including the parents of his patients, unless he tells her where Al's bachelor party is being held. Ryan is clearly scared, but gives her the address. Cassie warns him not to tell anyone she's coming. That night, Cassie dresses as a stripper and heads to the cabin where the party is happening. After getting the other men drunk and drugged, she takes Al upstairs, telling him she needs privacy to get paid. Once in the bedroom, she handcuffs him to the bed and starts talking about what he did to Nina. Al tries to defend himself with excuses like, "We were just kids," and "everyone was drunk." But Cassie doesn't buy it. She picks up a scalpel and tries to carve Nina's name into his stomach. Al manages to break free and kills Cassie by smothering her with a pillow. The next morning, Al's friend Joe finds him upstairs, crying beside Cassie's body. Joe decides to help Al cover it up so no one else at the bachelor party finds out. Together, they take Cassie's body to the woods, bury her under a pile of logs, and set them on fire. A few days later, Cassie's parents report her missing. A detective visits Ryan's office since he was dating her. When Ryan hears she's missing, he tries to protect himself by suggesting Cassie might have hurt herself. On the day of Al's wedding, after the ceremony, lawyer Jordan Green receives an envelope from Cassie. Inside is a message she wrote in case something happened to her. At the same time, Ryan also gets scheduled messages from Cassie saying, "You didn't think this was the end, did you? It is now. Enjoy the wedding." Police show up, search the area, and find Cassie's burned remains. They identify her by the Nina half of the heart necklace she was wearing. Her friend Gail has the Cassie half. Al is arrested in front of everyone, while Joe quietly slips away. Ryan keeps reading Cassie's final texts, which end with, "Love, Cassie and Nina."
And that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. Comment down below what movies do you like us to recap next. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.